I know your story. 5 years ago, you made a huge decision. You packed your bags, you said goodbye to your family, and you moved to London, or New York, or Toronto. You had a dream. You thought, I am going to throw myself into the deep end. I will be surrounded by English 24/7. I'll absorb it by osmosis, just like a sponge in water. In 6 months, I'll be sounding like a local. Now, it's 5 years later, and the truth is painful. Your English has barely improved since the day you arrived at Heathrow Airport. You can order a coffee. You can survive at work. But you have 0 native friends. You still panic when the phone rings. You still feel like an outsider. You look at other immigrants who speak perfectly and you wonder, what is wrong with me? Why didn't immersion work for me? I'm Tom, and welcome back to English Adventure. Today, we are going to discuss the biggest lie in language learning, the immersion myth. I'm here to tell you the hard truth. Geographical relocation is not immersion. You didn't move to England. You moved to a tiny, comfortable bubble inside of England that looks and sounds exactly like your home country. And today, we have to pop that bubble. Part 1. The diagnosis: geography versus psychology. Why did you fail? Because you confused moving your body with moving your mind. You thought that just being physically present in an English-speaking country was enough. It isn't. Fluency is not an airborne virus. You don't just catch it by breathing the air in Manchester. Immersion is not about where you live. It's about how you interact. There is a phenomenon called Expat Bubble Syndrome. It is incredibly common. When you first arrive, everything is overwhelming. Buying a train ticket is stressful. Opening a bank account is a nightmare. Your brain is constantly in fight or flight mode because of the linguistic pressure. This is exhausting. So what does your brain do to survive? It seeks comfort. It seeks familiarity. You find housemates from your own country because it's easier to communicate about paying the bills. You find a job in the back office where you don't have to talk to clients much, or where many colleagues speak your language. You find a grocery store that sells the food from back home. Slowly, brick by brick, you build a wall around yourself to protect your ego from the daily pain of being incompetent in English. You are physically in London, but psychologically you never left home. Part 2. The anatomy of the bubble: your daily life. Let's look at your actual daily routine. Be honest. You wake up. You check the news on your phone, in your native language. You get on the tube subway. You put your headphones on and listen to music or podcasts, in your native language. You get to work. You say, good morning, in English. You do your work quietly. Maybe you have lunch with the other 2 guys from your country. You speak your language for an hour. You come home. Your housemates are cooking. You speak your native language all evening. You sit on the sofa and open Netflix. You watch a series from back home, or an American movie dubbing into your language because you are too tired to think in English. If you actually track the minutes, you might be speaking real, interactive English for less than 20 minutes a day. This is not immersion. This is tourism with a residency permit. You have created a lifestyle where English is optional, not essential. And as long as it is optional, your brain will choose the easy path. Part 3. The hard truth: the pain of integration. Why is it so hard to break out? Because real integration is painful. To truly immerse yourself, you have to be willing to be the stupid person in the room for a year or 2. When you hang out with natives, you miss the jokes. You can't express your complex personality. You feel boring. You feel slow. Your ego takes a beating every single night. It is so much easier to hang out with people from your own culture where you are funny, smart, and articulate. But listen to me. That pain of being the stupid person is the feeling of fluency growing. You are avoiding the exact pain that is required to level up. You are choosing short-term comfort over long-term integration. Part 4. Tactical Protocol Number 1. The Native Media Diet. Radical Restriction. Okay, Tom. I'm in the bubble. How do I pop it? You need radical changes to your environment. You need to force your brain to need English. The first step is the hardest, the native media diet. For the next 90 days, you are banned from consuming media in your native language during the week, Monday through Friday. No news sites from back home. No podcasts in your language. No Netflix dubbed or with native subtitles. When you come home from work and you are exhausted and you just want to relax, you have to relax in English. Watch Friends for the 100th time if you have to. Watch a documentary about gardening. It doesn't matter. Your home needs to become a hostile environment for your native language. If you want comfort, you have to find it through English. This forces your brain to adapt to English as the language of leisure, not just work. Part 5. Tactical Protocol Number 2. The Hobby Trojan Horse. Making native friends. Every expat wants native friends. But natives already have friends. They aren't looking for an adult English student to adopt. You can't just walk up to a Brit in a pub and say, "Be my friend." It's weird. You need a Trojan horse. You need a shared activity where English is necessary, but it is not the main focus. You must join a club or a group based on a hobby. A 5-a-side football soccer league. A pottery class. A hiking group. A coding boot camp. A board game club. When you are playing football, the focus is on the game. You shout, "Pass the ball!" or "Man on!" You aren't sitting there analyzing grammar. You are bonding over a shared goal. Friendships happen in the margins of shared activity. Go to meetup.com right now. Find one group that meets next week that has nothing to do with language learning and join it. You will be terrified. Do it anyway. Part 6. Tactical Protocol Number 3. The Comfort Zone Commute. Micro-interactions. Finally, you need to start weaponizing your daily routine. Living in an English city gives you thousands of opportunities for micro-interactions that you are currently ignoring because you have your headphones in and your eyes on the floor. Your new rule. You must have 3 unnecessary interactions with strangers every day. The barista, don't just say, "Latte, please." Ask them, "Busy morning today?" It's a 10-second interaction. It counts. The shop assistant, ask where something is, even if you know where it is. "Excuse me, where do you keep the olive oil?" The bus driver/Uber driver, "How is the traffic out there?" These seem meaningless. They aren't. They are little hammer blows against the wall of your bubble. They train your brain that the outside world is accessible in English. They lower your anxiety threshold for spontaneous speech. Stop walking through your city like a ghost. Interact with it. The final challenge. Listen to me. 5 years have gone by. Do you want the next 5 years to be the same? Do you want to be that person who has lived here for a decade and still needs their child to translate for them at the doctor's office? It is embarrassing to live in a country and not speak the language. Deep down you know this. The dream of osmosis is dead. You have to do the work. You have to be brave enough to leave the comfort of your country and step into the real city you live in. Pop the bubble. Turn off the native Netflix. Join the football club. Talk to the barista. Be the stupid person for a while. It's the only way you will ever truly arrive in the country you moved to. If you are ready to stop hiding and start immersing for real, hit the like button. Subscribe to English Adventure. Welcome to the real world. I'm Tom. Get out there.